Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the bantamweight bout between Ricky Simón versus Brian Kelleher. So this is a fight between two guys that definitely been putting on a lot of work in this division, this bantamweight division, for a good little minute now. And I think they're both coming off, well, not Ricky Simón's coming off a win. Brian Kelleher is coming off a loss. Well, they both coming off wins. They had some setbacks and came back, so they both like on at least like a 1-2 fight winning streak. So it's a both guys in the same place type matchup, and they're both guys looking to go further, and one of these guys is going to suffer a setback. But tight matchup, I think, competitive, skill set matchup pretty well. I think a lot of times people try to say Simón has sloppy striking, but I think he has some of the best boxing in his division. Also packs some power. He can get sloppy at times because he gets overzealous like he did against Uriah Faber. Like he could have easily put Uriah Faber out there, but he was so telegraphing so much that Uriah Faber could see what he was throwing and just counter it, timing, and that's what happened. Like you got too overzealous, thought you were getting an old man out there, or you were, but you got so overzealous that you allowed that old man to drop you and tap you out. But either way, outside of the moments when he gets sloppy, Ricky Simón has some of the best boxing, some of the best striking in his division, and even in these lower weight classes, 145 to 125, some of the best striking, some of the best boxing, when he's not getting overexcited out there. Definitely packs more power than Kelleher, definitely the better boxer, better striker in my opinion than Kelleher, better wrestler. Kelleher's the better BJJ practitioner, but as we've seen in recent years in his whole UFC career, Ricky Simón is a very underrated grappler, especially when we saw him against Ray Borg, just tooling Ray Borg out there, picking him up, slamming him. And Ray Borg's been looking like a monster at this weight class and below. So for him to do that, this just shows you how underrated his grappling is. So I really think he definitely out-wrestled Brian Kelleher, stuffed the submissions of Brian Kelleher, and really outboxed Brian Kelleher in this one. And Brian Kelleher hasn't really did well with these heavy-handed boxers pressuring him. He hasn't really did the best. He kind of did well with, when people are either just one-dimensional grapplers or don't really have a ground game, he does super well against them, or people that maybe a little bit green in their skill set. But Simón's a veteran, solid boxing, faster hands, heavier hands, more cleaner, technical in his power, and has a style that can definitely cause, like I said, also has the grappling edge and the wrestling edge, well, not the BJJ edge, but the wrestling edge as far as getting the fight to the ground, and also is very savvy at defending submissions, so I can see him keeping the fight on the feet, maybe even mixing a takedown or two for just to mix it in, just throw him off, pressure him, mix it to the body, come up top, and really just outwork Kelleher in this one and put him on the back foot early and often, and not allow Brian Kelleher to get into his game, and I think he beats him on a decision. So in this fight, I had Ricky Simón via decision.